On the surface, Stoics appear to be calm, strong, and above all, in control. But when you look beneath this posture, you will find a truth that will surprise you. Stoics have secret obsessions that they cannot even admit to themselves. I control my emotions, I don't react, they boast. But behind this mask lie many unresolved contradictions and repressed truths. Today, we are uncovering the hidden obsessions behind this perfect posture that the Stoics prided themselves on. For what one cannot tell even to oneself is often one's greatest weakness. 1. Obsession with control. You can't control everything, but they keep trying. The Stoics seem to be the most relaxed people in the world, always saying, focus on what you can control and leave the rest. But the truth is that underlying this philosophy is an obsession with control. While Stoics try not to react emotionally to things, they actually have to keep their own emotions under constant control. This is much more difficult and exhausting than it seems. When something goes wrong or something unexpected happens, they go to great lengths to suppress the anger, disappointment, or sadness that rises up inside them. But over time, this suppression turns into an obsession with control. You cannot control everything in life. In fact, trying to control too much only turns you into a strained and tired person, not a strong one. 2. Obsession with unresponsiveness. Silence is not always golden. The Stoics make it a virtue to remain silent in all situations, saying, not reacting to events is a sign of strength. But this also eliminates communication and bonding. The obsession with non-reaction is one of the biggest traps of the Stoics. When you realize that someone has wronged you or that a situation is bothering you, instead of reacting, you remain silent. But this silence doesn't make the other person think that you don't feel anything, but that you are indifferent and distant. This creates coldness and disconnection in relationships. Unresponsiveness is not always the solution. People want to know how you feel, and this is essential for a healthy relationship. 3. The obsession with self-sufficiency. People need. The Stoics claim that don't need anyone. Take care of everything yourself, which is contrary to human nature. However, humans are social beings and need to connect with others in order to lead a healthy life. The obsession with self-sufficiency allows Stoics to excuse their loneliness. Even when they need something, they hesitate to admit it, because asking for help or relying on someone is against their perfect Stoic stance. However, over time, this situation isolates people and cuts them off from social ties. Being human means needing others. This is not a weakness, but a natural part of life. Live your nature. 4. Obsession with perfectionism. Fear of making mistakes. Stoics constantly strive to be a perfect individual by suppressing their emotions and remaining unresponsive. But this effort is actually rooted in a deep obsession with perfectionism. Perfectionism brings with it the fear of making mistakes. Stoics believe that they must always make the right decisions, react correctly, and take a strong stance. So when they make mistakes, they find it difficult to admit it, even to themselves. But this keeps them from learning and growing. Making mistakes is part of being human. Mistakes are the most valuable opportunities for growth and learning. 5. Obsession with suppressing your emotions. Be human, not a robot. By saying control your emotions, the Stoics actually suggest suppressing them. But this suppression can lead to an emotional explosion over time. A Stoic who has to constantly suppress his or her emotions will soon become unable to carry the burden. Repressed anger, disappointment, or sadness can surface unexpectedly, causing harm both to oneself and to those around one. Instead of suppressing your emotions, try to understand and express them. This is healthier for you and for your relationships. 6. The obsession to always look strong. Weakness is beautiful too. Stoics believe that one must always appear strong. But this is one of the heaviest burdens that man places on himself. No one can be strong all the time, and that is normal. Weakness is part of being human. Sometimes feeling sad, tired, or asking for support makes you more human and more relatable. But Stoics have a hard time accepting this reality and always try to appear strong. Instead of trying to appear strong, be who you are. Accepting your weaknesses makes you a more authentic and genuine individual. 7. The obsession with rationalizing everything. Life is meaningful with emotions. The Stoics recommend living life entirely within the framework of logic. Put your emotions aside and make rational decisions, they say. But life is not so simple that it can be lived by logic alone. The meaning of life lies in emotions and feelings. To love, to feel sad, excited, or angry is the essence of being human. Stoics who try to rationalize everything are deprived of this richness and live life on a superficial level. Logic is important, but without emotions, life is meaningless. By accepting both sides of yourself, you can live a fuller life. Stoics may appear perfect and controlled on the outside, but beneath this mask lie many hidden obsessions. Obsessions such as control, unresponsiveness, loneliness, perfectionism, suppressing emotions, and always appearing strong cause Stoics to miss the beauty of being human. If you are immersed in a Stoic lifestyle, recognizing and confronting these obsessions can open the door to a freer and more fulfilling life. Because being human begins with embracing vulnerabilities and emotions. Remember, life is not lived by standing still like a Stoic stone, but by staying in the flow and savoring every moment. Free yourself from this burden and discover your true feelings hidden behind masks.